Welcome back. Stocks tumbled Thursday after 2 days of gains.
And CBS News' Dan Lieberman has the latest business headlines from New York.
Lawmakers are now questioning some major car companies about their supply chains after a British report found that some car parts were made in an area of China where forced labor is rampant. The Senate Finance Committee sent letters requesting more information from 8 automakers, including Ford, General Motors, and Tesla. GM has already issued a statement saying its policies prohibit involuntary labor and it actively monitors its supply chain. The U.S. bans most imports from the Chinese region in question. An important recall this morning involving children's weighted blankets. Target is recalling 204,000 pillow fort blankets after 2 children suffocated. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the children died after reportedly becoming trapped inside the cover, which unzips. The blankets were sold in stores and online from December 2018 through September 2022. And Samsung is recalling more than 600,000 top-loading washing machines over concerns they could short-circuit and overheat, posing a fire hazard. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says owners should immediately stop use of the machines until the software is updated. They're washing machines that were bought from June 2021 through December 2022. More information on specific recalled model numbers and software updates can be found on Samsung's and the CPSC's website. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Dan Lieberman.
Well, more than $250 million in federal funding is heading to Illinois to help provide broadband internet to underserved communities. The funds come from the American Rescue Plan. The state says it will help connect more than 80,000 homes and businesses to high-speed internet. This is expected to cover about a quarter of the regions in the state that currently don't have reliable broadband access. Low-income residents will also be able to get broadband at a discount of up to $30 a month.
And in a consumer alert, if your home is insured by Allstate, get ready for a big rate hike. On average, annual premiums are going to skyrocket nearly 23%. That will result in an increase around $324 for the average annual premium beginning in February. Allstate says the increase is needed due to inflation and more damage to homes and property created by climate change.
Also in consumer news, Delta Airlines will start offering free in-flight Wi-Fi next year. It's currently being tested on selected routes. Delta tried to roll out in-flight Wi-Fi 3 years ago, but the service wasn't reliable. So the airline switched to a new provider. Currently, some Delta flights already offer Wi-Fi, but it costs $5 extra.
Now your forecast first, sponsored by Mushanti Heating and Cooling, your Tempstar dealer.
-9 degrees in Normal on our Dr. Lawrence Lee camera. Kind of a pretty sight between the snow-covered lights and everything, but it is very windy outside. With that wind, these negative temperatures are feeling even colder, so if you have to head outside at any point this morning or even the rest of the day, make sure that you're bundled up. The high winds, blowing snow is still possible. I'll give you all the details on your weekend coming up.
As a massive winter storm barrels down on much of the country, I'm Jared Hill with how it's impacting holiday travel from coast to coast.
WMBD This Morning starts now.
Good morning. Time now is 6:31. The Peoria Zoo is taking extra precautions to keep their animals safe and warm during the snowstorm.
Shabnam Dinesh is checking in on the animals to see what's being done.
So it's a little bit extra work, but it's all about keeping them safe and keeping them warm.
When it snows, Peoria Zoo Director Yvonne Strode says some animal residents, like giraffes, need some extra love.
The keepers know exactly what they're looking for all of their animals, which ones are going to shiver, which ones are going to, have other problems in the cold. So we're well aware of what the animals need and how to give it to them.
The Peoria Zoo takes extra steps to make sure their animals are safe and warm during snowstorms. They have a tarp to keep the wind out, straw to keep them comfortable, and a heat lamp to keep them warm. While other animals like the Siberian tiger and the Himalayan takin love the snow.
So when it's snowing like this, we'll give them a choice to be inside or outside. and they often will choose to be outside. They're built for it. They're mountain creatures, so they love to go out in the snow and play in it.
Drode says zookeepers are there every day. Some buildings have alarms which will alert the zookeeper if it gets too cold.
We've got 24/7 coverage. If temperatures start to drop, we'll call somebody and they get out here almost immediately.
In Peoria, Shabnam Dinesh, WMBD News.
Continuing our winter coverage now, dangerously cold temperatures continue right here in Peoria.
And that's right, and WMBD's Jack Bozikas joins us live in Peoria with a closer look at things outside. Jack?
Yeah, how you guys doing? Well, it is cold out here. In fact, it is so cold that it is dangerous. Now, like Molly was saying, it is -9 degrees out here right now, but it actually feels more like it is -30 out here. I actually am sitting in my car. It is so cold that I can't go outside. Now, the thing that's making it so dangerous is the high winds that are blowing around the snow. It's making visibility a nightmare as well. My drive over on my way to work today, the winds was just making it so hard to see. So if you must go out, be careful, wrap up, hats, gloves, scarves. You can see there the wind, how it's affecting the snow blowing across your screen there, across the street here. I'll zoom in a little bit. That is what you're going to see all throughout the day today. But we will be covering it on air and online at ciproud.com. Reporting live in Peoria, Jack Bozikas, WMBD News.
Thanks, Jack. And as we've been covering the last couple of days, a once-in-a-generation winter storm is what they're calling it, is plunging much of the country into frigid temperatures. Heavy snow and strong winds have created chaos here in the Midwest, with the Northeast bracing for today's impact.
And already thousands of flights have been canceled or delayed, disrupting travel plans just 2 days before Christmas. Jared Hill has more from New York.
Pre-holiday headaches as a historic winter storm bears down on much of the country. Frigid temperatures in Texas led to power outages, leaving some residents in the dark on the coldest day of the season so far.
I'm really glad that I have a fireplace, because otherwise I'd be freezing right now.
Heavy snow and wind squalls blasted through the Midwest, causing many shoppers in Indiana to make a mad dash to the stores for last-minute groceries and propane tanks to keep warm.
It's always the first snow that freaks people out.
The icy conditions have wreaked havoc on Christmas travel plans for the millions who are hitting the roads.
Like even in the areas that have been plowed really well, if you get above 40 miles an hour, you start sliding around.
And also those hitting the skies, with more than 12,000 flights canceled or delayed Thursday, according to FlightAware. Chicago's O'Hare Airport was one of the hardest hit.
I have this insane itinerary now. It's been a little nerve-wracking.
AAA estimates that as many as 7 million Americans will crowd into the nation's airports this holiday season, but they can expect flight disruptions to continue as the storm moves eastward.
As long as it was just raining here, I figured that my flight would take off.
Even after the storm passes, the severe cold, freezing throughout much of the country, could slow down the airline's recovery plans for days. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
All right, 6:36 this morning. Still to come, you gotta love when a famous movie scene comes to real life. We'll show you this squirrely surprise up next.
Dangerous cold temperatures. I'll give you your holiday forecast details coming up.
And take a look at your screens. This was the scene in Baker, Montana earlier this week as black cattle were rushing through the snowy conditions during the winter storm. The time now is 6:36 on your Friday morning. We'll be right back.